CCNA or CompTIA Network Plus? People often ask me this question and they want to know what is my opinion about this topic, which one is better, and the answer to this question is very easy, very simple, and there's no point of overcomplicating this topic, so this video will be also very quick, and the answer is CCNA. For whatever reason you want to learn networking, whatever is your current level of knowledge, CCNA will be always a better choice because it's more difficult. And why is it more difficult? Because you have hands-on experience, okay? And you want to have hands-on experience if you go into networking. And you have a lot of labs to configure. You configure a lot of stuff. So you don't only learn what is DNS, what is DHCP, what is NAT, what are all of these protocols. You go into the labs and you actually configure them. So in the CompTIA Network Plus, you will learn the basics, you will get the foundations, and some people will say, okay, maybe this is better choice for you, especially if you're a beginner, if you're just starting out in the networking, in the IT in general. Maybe even go start from CompTIA A Plus or whatever it's called. In my opinion, that's not a good choice. That's not the best choice. If you want to collect certifications, okay, go for it, but I personally don't see a reason for that, okay? Just start from the CCNA, because you will learn the same theory, you will learn the same foundations, you will get all of that knowledge, and additionally you will configure this in the labs, so it will also click, you know? It will also make you understand all of these things better. You will configure routers, switches, and so on, and this is much better even if it takes you more time, and definitely this will take you more time because you want to actually learn it, okay? What do you need networking knowledge if you cannot use it, if you don't understand how it actually works, how the data flows? So maybe you will also learn this from theory somehow in the CompTIA Network Plus, but it will not be as valuable as in the CCNA because you will not really understand it unless you actually go and do it. And you might be scared if you have never used the command line interface, but you just have to go and start. You just have to go and configure these things, use the commands, and eventually you will be comfortable with doing that, because that's really not a very big deal, okay? And some people might also say, okay, but CompTIA Network Plus is neutral vendor. I don't know if I will be working with Cisco or not, or maybe I will not be working with Cisco, and I know that already. And that's also not a big issue in my opinion, okay? Well, first of all, Cisco is the most popular vendor in the world, so most likely you will use Cisco. But even if you wouldn't, then other vendors, other command line interfaces are similar to Cisco anyways. So if you learn one, you will learn another one. And then you have also possibility to, I don't know, use question mark and see what are the comments in the other one. And if you work with one command line interface from one vendor, it will be just much easier for you to go and start using another one. And in fact, if you work in networking, very often you have to use different ones anyways, and that's really not a big deal. So you want to have this experience, you want to use the commands, and there's really no much more to it. It's really okay if you want to start easy, start slow, especially if you're a beginner. Start with your CompTIA Network Plus, get your first certification maybe, but honestly, in my opinion, just go for the CCNA. This will be much better. You don't need to stack the certifications really. Just go for what you need. And both these certifications are honestly entry level. CCNA is just able to give you more than CompTIA Network Plus. And now what resources can you use? So I personally recommend Neil Anderson courses. I've been using them from the very beginning on my own, and it really helped me out a lot. So I really personally love the way that Neil teaches, and I will put some links in the description below. These are affiliate links, so they will help me out with no extra cost for you. But these courses, these materials are really great. There are also some free resources, so check this out please. This will really help you out. But you can of course use any other resources. There's a lot of great stuff in the internet, so just use whatever fits you. I also recommend books. I have here two really dense books for the CCNA, and these are really honestly great resources. I really love this. This is very dense, but the way that networking is explained here is really, really great. And there are two volumes. There is a second volume in here. I will also put the links in the description, so check it out. And even if you already have the CCNA, you can continue reading this because you will understand more things. Even if you already know networking, this will be really a great read. And if you just want to start out, and if you just want to get some knowledge in networking in general, or maybe you know a little bit but not that much yet, I also recommend my top 100 networking terms series, in which I cover 100 terms in networking, from the very easy ones to a bit more difficult ones, and we go in a very logical way. So the order of the terms is not random. We cover 10 terms in each part, so there will be 10 parts with 10 terms in each, and this is kind of structured to give you networking foundations. This is like a networking crash course. It's on my YouTube, it's for free, so feel free to use this, and I recommend just going through these terms, going through these videos, watching this, and additionally in the meantime already preparing for the CCNA from another resource. So these videos are not that long and they will already give you some foundations, and you will also know the terms. It will be much easier later on for you to use the CCNA resources, and this will be definitely really helpful for you. And you can of course use my other videos, and that's it. So don't waste your time hesitating, thinking about this topic. Should I do CompTIA Network Plus or CCNA? Just go for the CCNA. Really, this will help you out and you will thank yourself later. So there's no point of overcomplicating this topic, thinking about this too much. Just start preparing for what you need. Use resources that you need, that you like. I recommend the ones I like and I find helpful. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and please give a like to this video if you find it helpful. It really motivates me and it helps me out and it really makes me happy. Also please subscribe if I didn't mention that yet, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.